Well, hello everyone. I hope you are all having a fabulous day. It is a beautiful summer day out, and I just got back from vacation, and I am so excited today to talk to you about removing distractions from our life. And so often we've all been there where we fill our schedule with all kinds of crazy stuff, crazy appointments that don't really mean anything, tasks and things that just keep us busy. We get stuck in email, and it just ends up taking over our day. And the best way that we can learn how to remove those distractions is learning how to strategize our schedule. And this is something I am guilty of it. I used to do this when I first started my business. I scheduled appointments back to back to back to back. And I was constantly running from here to there every hour and just doing things that didn't really serve me and didn't really fit with what I wanted to do to serve others. And what ended up happening is because I had all these distractions and I was focusing so much on, oh my gosh, I have to get, this done and this done, and I have to run to this appointment and that appointment. And I was constantly going, is that I had no space in my schedule. I had no space in my schedule for me. I had no space in my schedule to take what I was doing and implementing it from people. I was just constantly moving from thing to thing to thing. And what ended up happening is, unfortunately, it burns you out. And that's what happened to me, is when I first started with my marketing and branding business, I burned myself out. Because it's just not humanly possible to keep up, with that type of schedule. So the three things that I always teach people when we're talking about removing distractions is, one of the first things is take a look at your schedule. And, are you committing to things that really don't serve you? Are you committing to every single PTA meeting, every single volunteering thing that you can think of and do? And every time something comes up, you're raising your hand and you're saying, I'll do it, I'll be involved, I'll take charge of that. And it really doesn't fit like what your priorities are in life. Second thing that kind of goes along with that is getting on the no train. Saying no to things that don't really serve you and don't really light your soul on fire. Again, when I first started in my business, and I did this even when I was in corporate America, I would say yes to every single opportunity because I thought, I don't want to lose an opportunity. I don't want to miss out on something. They call that FOMO, fear of missing out. So I would say yes to everything. And then what I ended up doing was I was saying no to me and no to my goals. So I didn't have time to do the things that were important to me to move myself forward, whether I was in corporate America or even when I first started my business. And it's a common thing for business owners, entrepreneurs, that you just want to say yes to every single opportunity, and you really don't need to. You just need to say yes to you and yes to the things that are priority and that are going to move you forward. So, and then the third thing is creating some white space in your day that you can just take a breath. Just take a breath, take a break, recharge your brain, recharge your energy, kind of just take a minute to just breathe, and it could be in the form of taking a walk. It could be in the form of just sitting there and just closing your eyes for 5 minutes. It could be in the form of just going outside and just getting some breaths of fresh air. And, when you do these three things and you really, focus on, strategizing your schedule and removing the things that don't really serve you and removing the things that are just keeping you distracted, you're going to feel so much better. And in order to do this, we got to start with figuring out what is a priority for us, what really is a priority for us, and what fits with those things that we want to do to move us forward, whether it's building a business, whether it's, re-establishing the business and the goals that you have, that for your business that you have right now. And it could even just be, spending more time with your kids, or, being able to fit the things that you need to do, the things that you want to do with your kids into your schedule. especially now that it's summer, we don't want to overcommit, because then we're running from place to place to place, and the thing that you really set out to do, you're not actually getting to. So, and like I said, when we have all these distractions in our schedule and we're not really clear on what is a priority for us and what isn't, that's where all these distractions come in. And when we have all these distractions in our schedule, that's what leads to burnout. That's what leads to demotivation. That's what leads to just not feeling that inner peace and joy, which is why we want to be able to design our own schedule and strategize our schedule and design a life that we want to live, design the life that we deserve. So I wanted to just take a minute and just talk to you guys about removing distractions, because my new course is launching in 2 days. And the name of my course is Mastering Your Motivation. And there's a whole section on it where we talk about these distractions. We talk about how these distractions creep up and how they just kind of rob us of our joy and keep us stuck and keep us busy. And then we can't get to the things that we want to get to, and we can't, and what ends up suffering is our motivation and our productivity. And again, one of the results of this is burnout. I've been there. I've been through burnout. I've been through, being so busy and working those 16, 18, 20-hour days. Sometimes it's inevitable, but not every day, because you just literally burn yourself out. So I've created this course to help small business owners, entrepreneurs, parents who are trying to figure out how to strategize their schedule so that they can spend, free up space in their schedule so that they can spend more time with the people that they love. So I've created this course to help you figure out what's priority, to help you figure out, what you can let go of, to help you figure out how you can free up space in your day and your schedule so that you can spend time with the people that you love doing what you love. And also, like I said, how to just prevent burnout, because I've been there. And when you're burned out, it is tough. It's tough to keep going. It's tough to get yourself motivated again. But I want to help you. I want to help people out there. Like I said, small business owners, entrepreneurs, moms, that are home with their kids, and, to be able to make time for themselves and figure out what is priority and figure out what they want to do and figure out how to how they can move forward. So removing distractions is just a small snippet. It's actually one module. We go through all kinds of stuff. And by the end of that module, you will figure out how to remove those distractions from your schedule so that you can leave some space in there for grace and miracles to come in. And the last thing so module 1 actually is all about creating good daily habits. We talk about morning routines. We talk about managing your email. We talk about, how to strategize your day, how to plan your day, how to strategize your to-do list. Module 2 is all about removing these distractions that we just went through. How to say no, how to decommit, how to put that space into your day so that, again, you can make room for grace and miracles and these amazing things to come in. And then module number 3 talks about creating a motivation mindset. So we really get into some really cool tools and strategies, things that have helped me and I practice every day, all day. How to create your power mantra, your motivation mantra, how to create your inspiration triggers so that when you kind of feel yourself slumping during the day, how to pull yourself back up. And then module number 4 kind of wraps it all together and teaches you my favorite tools that I use, electronic, whether it's an app on your phone or paper planners, how to stay accountable, and what I use in my own practice, and then also what I personally recommend to the people that I work with one-on-one in my one-on-one coaching. And then there is this super awesome bonus that I just added, which is how I set goals. It was the biggest thing that people kept asking me, once they went through this, they were like, okay, well, I want to set my goals now, so how do I do it? So I added a super cool bonus that's all about how I set 90-day goals. So for me, setting 90-day goals is a lot. It keeps me more focused. It's a lot. It keeps me more motivated versus, I set my annual goals, but I work on achieving them every 90 days. So I am going to teach you my tips and tricks, my strategies for how I do it in my own personal practice, and then also what I teach entrepreneurs and small business owners almost every day when I work with them one-on-one. So I hope you will join me in my Master Your Motivation course, which again is going to be opening in 2 days. You are going to love it. The link is in this blog. You can read this blog post, which goes over everything that we just talked about in this video. And I hope you join me inside the course for some special coaching from me and things that I had to learn myself and I have experienced myself going through burnout, going through dealing with my husband's cancer diagnosis, and then also going through a brain injury years ago, where that's actually how I started to learn all these things on mastering productivity and motivation and just figuring out what's priority and what's not. So I hope you will join me for Master Your Motivation, my new course that's coming out. And again, it's coming out in 2 days, so stay tuned. You can click on the link below and go ahead and register. Take care, stay well. I love you all.